Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here and welcome to Mornings with 60andMe. Today is Tuesday, August 16th. Welcome to Tuesday. Hope you're having a great morning. I wanted to just say hi to everyone, welcome you to Mornings with 60andMe. I'm just so thrilled to have you all here. I want to thank the women who made comments yesterday after our question about what you'd like to change in the world. I was so inspired by your answers, and it was really lovely to hear the kind of selfless, wishes that we all have for a better place, for a better world. I think that's one of our core values. But it was all about protecting children and pets and animals, and finding peace in the world. And somebody had a great idea of creating a happiness pill or a kindness pill that could be renewable because she only had one day to make the wish. But anyway, it was wonderful. So thank you so much for those comments. Now, I've got some tea this morning, but it's very warm here. So I'm having an iced tea or a cold tea. And it's actually from my local shop. And it says herbs from the Swiss Alps. And it's got chamomile and all kinds of lindenberry, interesting things. So that's my tea for today's iced tea. What's yours? Anyway, I just would like to bring you up to speed on what's going on in the world and remind you too that if you want to get this news first, go up to 60andme.com/mornings and you'll get a note when the news is released first. And if you've got a friend that you'd like to share this with, just give her those details and join the fun every morning. I'm really enjoying being here with you. I hope you are too. So around the world, chaos reigns in lots of parts of the world, I'm afraid. In Africa and the Middle East, there is just so much turmoil. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, they just had an election. It was a very close election, and on the weekend there was just a horrific massacre of about 50 people, just because of this difficulty in belief systems. In southern Zambia, there were riot police deployed because there was a disagreement about election results as well. So there's a lot of activity around changing governments' positions and people disagreeing with the other party. In Nigeria, Boko Haram is still making demands to release the Chibok girls. They've asked for their own prisoners to be released in exchange. But as I mentioned before, there's not a clear leader of Boko Haram. So there's a little bit of challenge in getting this conversation moving, this negotiation moving. And of course, it's just so tragic to see the moms and families see their daughters on this video and not be able to know where they are or how to get them home. Every time I read one of these news stories, I just think about the families. I think about the things behind the scenes that we don't report. It's just, this situation or that, but behind it is a family and a husband or wife and a child. But in Yemen, another story that I wanted to tell you about was yesterday, Doctors Without Borders is all over Africa, Middle East, trying to help people who need medical help. And yesterday, one of their hospitals in Yemen was bombed. And they say it was bombed by a Saudi-backed group because the Saudi group is trying to oust a terrorist group called the Houthi rebels. So, you never know who's right and wrong in these situations, but this is just the data. A hospital was bombed, 15 people were killed, and the Doctors Without Borders are just saying, why? There's no one here but civilians and young people and people needing help. But anyway, it's the fourth attack this year in Yemen of a Doctors Without Borders hospital. Very sad. In Nepal, also, this is another thing I wanted to report because I've been to Nepal a couple of times and I really love the country, and India, of course. But there was a very bad bus accident yesterday in Nepal. The ground was very loose because of rain and the bus tumbled down the side of a hill, and I think about 30 people died, 35 were injured. They rushed them all to Kathmandu. But these are things going on in your world. They're not happening in probably the news you're watching, but these are the things that I think it's important for us to feel an empathy and a love for the people that are dealing with these really difficult situations. In Iraq, I just want to give you a quick update. In Iraq, there's the Kurdish forces have opened up a new front to try to get into Mosul and take it back from the ISIS terrorists. And they've actually now controlled a bridge that was important to the ISIS terrorists who took it over 2 years ago. So they're slowly moving forward into Mosul. And that will be a story definitely to watch. In the Olympics, well, I'm not going to go through all the details of the Olympics. There were lots of nice competitions and lots of surprise outcomes, but one caught my eye that I really wanted to share. Now, this is about a surprise coach who's behind the success of an Olympian from South Africa. His name is Weerd de Neerkerk. And he won the Olympic 400-meter gold at Rio. And, that's a great accomplishment. But it turns out that his coach is a 74-year-old woman. Her name is Anna Botha. And she's 74, a great-grandmother. And she is his coach. And she says that she has a philosophy of discipline and hard work combined with laughter. And obviously it worked because Wade did very well. He won the gold. But it's just so wonderful that she is a grandmother of 4 and coaching someone, inspiring someone at the Olympics to win. Isn't that a great story? So speaking of happy, friendly people and people with positive attitude to life, I read an article from Condé Nast, which is a big travel magazine. Every year they do this huge survey. It asks people, 100,000 people, what their favorite hotel is, where their favorite country, activities, spas. They do a big comprehensive analysis. And they also ask, what is, in your opinion, the friendliest city? And so I've got a few in my mind, but maybe before I even start, can you think what you would say is the happiest city that you've been in? I guess where the people are the happiest. Well, this is what they found out, and it's really quite interesting. These are 100,000 people, so it's not a small group, voted on the following. Number one was Charleston, South Carolina. Never been there? That's number 1. Sydney, Australia was 2. Dublin, Ireland was number 3, and 4 was Queenstown in New Zealand. I've been there, and that's such a beautiful city. It would be hard to not be happy. But the 5th one was Park City, Utah. So I guess my question back to you is, does anybody live in any of those places? Charleston, Sydney, Dublin, Queensland, or Park City? Let us know if you're there, and if you are, why you think it's got voted the happiest city. And so I think that's, and anyway, I kind of wonder what makes a happy place, but I think it makes people like you and I who are just positive about life. I think that's where we start. Okay, so I've got a little story here for you. Now, I'm going to tell you the secret to a youthful complexion. And you're all going to go, youthful, it doesn't matter anymore. And it doesn't, honestly doesn't. I'm just reading the title of the article I read, because there's still this thought that everybody wants to look youthful. Well, I would like to feel youthful in the sense I'd like to feel energetic and curious about the future and just ready to live a healthy life. But I don't worry too much about looking youthful. But having said that, here is a woman. Her name is Lorraine Ladish. She wrote for the Huffington Post. Nothing amazing here, but I think it's kind of nice to remind ourselves of things we can do to make ourselves feel good, have the vitality that we want in our 60s. So first thing, get enough sleep. Everybody says this, and I know I need less sleep as I've gotten older, but get good sleep. Go to bed early, get up early. If you wake up in the night, just meditate. We've got some thoughts in another article about that, how to get back to sleep, do some yoga, but sleep. Important. Second, drink lots of water. Now, I actually noticed this a lot when I went to Bali because I was kind of conscious it was so hot that I drank a lot of water. And I honestly felt so much better. And, my skin felt great, just all over. So I think that, to have a good complexion, water is important. Hydration feeds the skin. Exercise in one form or another. Whatever you do, just do something. I'm getting back into my yoga practice now because my yoga teacher was on holiday, and I've been doing my daily routine with Kat Kabira, our own videos. But I like doing them in a group, so where we start next week. So I'm really excited to get back in a group and exercise or do walking. We talked yesterday about a lady who does a walking exercise session in her home. It's kind of a 2-mile walk standing in your living room. So there's lots of ideas, but exercise plumps up your skin, gets the blood flowing, and anything that's good for your body really is good for your skin. Moisturize daily. Moisturize several times a day. Whenever you feel a little dry, just grab some, it doesn't have to be expensive, just some nice cream and just pop it on. Don't forget to put it on your neck and your décolleté as well. It's really important to bring it right down and moisturize everywhere, and your body as well. So that's the tips. That's her tips: sleep, water, exercise, and moisturizing. Nothing mysterious. Just do it today and treat yourself to feeling good. Now, I'm going to close with our funny day of the year. You know, we do these funny days: Cheesecake Day, Pecan Day. Today is Roller Coaster Day. Now, hands up, how many of you like roller coasters? Notice my hand is down. I don't like roller coasters. I'm absolutely terrified of them. And I don't know why. I just don't like that sensation of going down and up. But anyway, some people love it, and today is their day. It's Roller Coaster Day. So if you have got like a list of 100 roller coasters you want to do in your life, if you are passionate, then go out. This is your day to knock one off the list. Roller Coaster Day. Have fun. And if you do love roller coasters, what's your favorite? I'd love to know. Anyway, and by the way, put comments down below all throughout this talk. I mean, just anything that comes to your mind that you're interested in, or the comment about something I'm mentioning, feel free. It's your time. It's your time to have a chat with each other. Now, my woman of the day. I have a choice today that's my woman of the day. I just chose her, and I don't even know if she's a member of 60andMe. She might be, and if she is, hi. Her name is, what is her name? Rose Green. Now, I discovered Rose Green because there was an article about this 77-year-old woman, great-grandmother, who is the world's champion sprinter in her age group. Now, that's amazing in itself, just to be able to be a sprinter. Do you know how much effort that takes to sprint fast, running? But she holds the record for the 60-meter sprint, and also she's placing for the 200 and 400. Amazing enough as it is. But she didn't start sprinting until last year, when she was 76. Amazing woman. And I've read the article about her. She's incredible. And also her coach is her boyfriend. His name is Cortez Austin, and Cortez says she's incredible, and I think he's biased, but he says she's just amazing, and they've been dating now for 4 years. So when she was 73, she found this new man in her life, and they are just having fun together. She's racing, staying healthy and well, and inspiring us. She inspires me. Not that, you have to be 72 to do something incredible. You can do it today. You can start anything today that you really want to do. And that's really how I'd like to close today, by just reminding you, I have to remind myself this often too, that every day we get up, we have a choice. We have a choice whether to be positive about life or not. We have a choice whether to get out into the world and embrace it and, do things that we've always wanted to do. We have the other choice as well. It's ours. And I just hope that today you have the energy and the inspiration to do something positive for yourself and to put that positive lens on. So my question for you today goes along with that. And it's just really simple. I would like to know, if you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be? Just put your comment in the section below. One word to describe yourself. And I'm going to choose one for me today because I feel today I would describe myself as curious. I feel curious today about the world. So what's the one word that you would use to describe yourself? Put your notes in the section below. We'll have a chat, conversation. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you all again here tomorrow for Mornings with 60andMe. Take care, everyone.